Hey guys, so Lusitania here to show you some of the new scripts and traits that I've added recently. So let me show you a few things here. Now, lately I've been showing the RIS team some of the new scripts that I've added. One of them is a raid script. Like when you are besieging a settlement, you may have noticed that the ground goes dark. This means that there is devastation happening. Be aware that this only happens because the city has farms. So if the city has the farms building, this will happen. Previously, what would happen here was that there were some traits connected to it, but nothing in particular. But now there is, I created a new script that actually gives you money when you do that. So here we have a major countryside raid. It really depends because you can get up to 5 amounts. So in this case we got 300 denarii here, and just a little bit of info about it, nothing too much. I'm actually going to reduce this gap here because it's quite a lot and we don't need all that. Then we can just accept or decline, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so cool. What we could also do, by the way, is we could send another general here, and if he stays there for, I believe it's 1-2 turns, the land will also go dark, so we will raid the land and we can also get some money. So this will help new small factions, raid some other regions, especially the rebels, because the rebels don't do nothing really, so you can just stay on their land and get some money. Of course you need to keep your general here for around 1-2 turns, so it really depends on how you want to use them. Another feature, by the way, is what I call dynamic traits for the sieges. Let me show you. Okay, so in this case, this guy here is besieging Asta, and he has some cool traits connected to it. It should be at the bottom. By the way, he has the mercenary connections trait, which he gets by hiring mercenaries. Pretty cool. It's a more traits now are more dynamic depending on what you do with your general. So he's campaigning, so he's out of his city, and let me check. Alright, so here he's campaigning during winter. Well, he was campaigning. I started the siege on winter, so there was no forage, so his trade forage is now depleted. So because of this, it will start affecting his supplies, which is here. As you can see, is moderately supplied. If this keeps going for too long, he will of course start he will run out of supplies and he will start losing men. So pretty cool. This guy here, he is in a friendly land, in your own lands, so he gets in friendly lands trait. Okay, if you move him to enemy lands, he will lose the trait. Of course, I moved him already. I believe he's might be already on the GATS territory, so he still gets it. But let's try to give him a bit more movement. Alright, so he's now in enemy lands. Let's select him again, and as you can see, he now has fresh forage. So he will start to forage the land for the food that it has there. This has 3 levels, so fresh forage then starts getting depleted. Once it finally starts to get depleted, his supplies will start running out. So for now he's still quite good, and there is no need to worry about that. He's still well supplied, so all okay. Then let me show you a few more scripts that we have here. As you can see here, others. We now have a treasury capture, camp capture script, which happens when your generals win a battle against armies, not sieges. And we also have a naval victory script, which gives you money if you win naval battle. So let's see how it happens. I already got quite a few generals here. I believe one of them has family ties to Syracuse, not this one. I think it's this one here. Okay, you see, family ties with Syracuse. So this is due to Carthage connection with the city of Syracuse. So he has a bonus fighting against them. Pretty cool. So let's pick up this guy. Anno here has free command. By the way, if you notice, they have 1-star command. If I click on them, they should get the friendly land trait and get additional command here. Bother. Oh, right. Sorry. Actually, I forgot. They don't get the friendly land trait if they are inside a settlement. Only when they move out. Still thinking about how to display it, because I don't want generals to have bonuses for being in cities, especially if they are archons, I mean governors of the city. So I'll need to think about how to do that. So let's get on with it, the army. Alright, let's recruit some guys, see if we get the trait. It always depends on chances and also on the actual general traits. Oh, okay, we see. Mercenary connections. It's quite a useful trait. Almost always they get these ancillary as well, mercenary captain. So it's already 2 command just for recruiting mercenaries. Pretty cool. This trait has 3 levels, where they will kinda, at the end they will get, well, they will become kinda a spawn of the mercenaries. So it won't be, it's not quite a good trait, especially for governing cities, because if your governor has a lot of mercenaries, the city's gonna spend more money for them. Really depends. This guy here, he has ambition for Syracuse, so he wants to conquer Syracuse. Maybe we might allow him to do that. So let's fight against our friends, the Mamertines. Of course, all the units, they, well, besides these Greek ones, they are not remastered. Alright, heroic victory. Let's see how much we get from it. Alright, cool. So we captured the treasury and another 1000 was added to our treasury. I think it was the same. Yep, it was the same. It really depends. Okay. So it's out of movement now. I believe he still has the friendly. Might get. Okay, so doesn't have the friendly lands because he was inside the city, but the next turn he should have. And this has a huge amount of wounded troops, so gets some moral penalties because of that, which isn't the best. So we might consider resting for this turn. Of course, if he's a good general, in this case he already has some moral bonus from other traits, so it's only -1, so we can continue if we want, but he doesn't have much more movement anyway. So we'll see. Now let's check the fleets. So here we are in Syracuse. Let's hunt for a nice fleet to attack. We have the Romans here. Let's attack them. Alright, so we might win this one. It really depends, but I don't want to risk it. So I'm just going to use the console. Another victory. And here we are. Huge naval victory as well. 800 denarii added. There are also new traits for the admirals about their supplies, their experience in battle. This is a new one as well that someone gave me the idea about a naval tradition for some factions. For now I've added to Carthage, but I will add it to Rhodes, Athens, and still thinking about what other factions to add to. Alright, so let's give more movement to this guy. Its character is set. Alright, so he has more movement now. Let's bring him to the fight. Okay, let's attack Acragas. Oh, they run away. And the guy got his movement. Alright, so let's attack him. So, we are clearly favorite in this fight, but let's lose this one. Clear defeat. Alright, let's see what he got. So, he was wounded. And there is public mourning in Carthage. And of course, because of his military failures, he was just summoned to Carthage, where he will answer for his crimes. Might actually be killed for that. So he got a script for that, disastrous defeat, telling us about the battle. We lost 500 denarii from it. And if we click on him again, we will actually get the event for the public mourning in Carthage. Pretty cool. So let's take him to Carthage. Okay, this boat here should take him. I'm actually going to just take him with me, as we don't need the army. The army can come back to Lily Bayon. Okay, they are too many. I can just merge them together. Alright. And let's bring him to Carthage. Alright. Now that he's here, he will need to allow one turn to pass so that he can be a judge in Carthage. Alright, so right now there are also other traits connected to Conquest. Let me show you with this guy for the next, well, Anna the Great. It's not just a guy, it's one of the most accomplished Carthaginian generals in history. So let's attack the Numidians. Oh, we can actually assault it right away. Nice. Because we have elephants. Alright. So we just conquered Tuga. And let's see what he got. So, good commander, promising. Oh, actually, first he was a promising commander, then he got good commander, nice. And he got a trait called Conqueror of Tuga. Nice. Let's see if he got anything else. Alright, right, celebrating Carthage. Maybe I should add this trait to the game message so that the player is aware of it. So Conqueror of Tuga, and now we can actually celebrate this victory in Carthage. Now I've added a similar mechanic to the Romans, so that the Romans will be able to celebrate triumphs and ovations in Carthage. For Carthage, it's really only a few cities based on their celebration after the Mercenary War. Tuga was one of the most important cities that they conquered during the First Punic War, because it allowed Carthage to get an inflow of money, which was quite hard to get due to the fight in Sicily. So I decided to add that as well. But apart from it, I only added triumphs if they conquer Syracuse, Rome, Athens, I believe, and maybe it's just one or two cities more. So let's get him near Carthage. I don't think it's close enough. No. Okay. By the way, it's in friendly lands, so when he was here fighting, he wasn't in friendly lands, but now he is, after he conquered the city, of course. Alright, so you need to be really close to the city, and then you need to click on it, or maybe it's in the next turn. Okay, should get the trait. Alright, I'll just leave him in Carthage as well. Maybe next turn he will get it. I'll need to check that after. As you can see, this is a work in progress. So see the announcements. Alright, so our friend Anno, who had to go and speak with the council, he actually survived. He was heavily fined, and now he's drowning in debt. Well, at least he's not dead, so he can still recover his health, maybe even going conquering cities wherever. So this one is good. Okay, Anno the Great is here as well. Let's see if we can make it work. Alright, so it worked now. And as you can see here, triumphal procession. So quite a nice text about his procession in Carthage. I'm still wondering if I should give him a trait for it, but for now it's just a cool feature about it, because well, he gets this triumph trait when he conquers specific cities for which he already has +1 influence, so I don't want him to get too many benefits. In the meantime, we also got a few more things happening. A huge countryside raid, which we got, not sure where, to be honest. Where are we sieging enemy towns? Oh yeah, Acrogas conquers Segesta. Oh right, I think we still have yeah, we still have our generals here besieging Asta. So that's why they raid the region. Nice. And that's it. There are a few other mechanics here, like if our general Hanno was well, judged to be killed, we will have to take him out of the city and select him, and he would well, die. With an event appearing as well. So, and of course there's plenty more here. I already show you quite a few, but there are a few others, like if he has cholera diseases. Alright, so sometimes when besieging cities, your generals might get some diseases. Oh, I didn't pronounce it right, whatever. And here we are. When you click on them, they will it will